touchdown. Not that that's good because I like to see us protect the punt, but it was also our guys blocking the punt. And it was Andy Davidson. He sure seems to have a knack for doing that. And so some positives, and I'm sure we're going to have a lot to learn.
I guess this was the end of the first full week at camp, or you're a couple weeks in. How do you feel where you're at right now?
I feel like we're, you know, I guess probably. I think we got a long way to go. We've got to really start to hone in with the guys that we think are the travel squad or right on the fence there and get them ready for Duke. And we really haven't had an opportunity to dive into that. We've spent a lot of time preparing for each other, the defense to play the option and the offense to play the odd defense. And starting Monday, we're going to split the team, go to some scout teams, and really dive into the game plan for Duke. We got 3 weeks, and we'll probably find out a lot more next week.
Great. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Having your first team offense and defense square off, was there anything in particular you were looking for, and was there anything that kind of stood out for you when you saw them kind of go at this?
I was looking for great competition and energy, and I thought our guys really did a good job with that today. And there were plays on both sides of the ball. Defense got some stops. Offense had some drives. And hopefully in a scrimmage we're battling against each other, that'll be the case. And I kind of felt like it went that way all day today. So I thought that was a positive. We've got far too many mental errors, a lot of foolish penalties that we've got to eliminate. There were some balls on the ground. I was disappointed to see that. A lot to improve on. But I thought the energy and enthusiasm was the best it's been in camp.
I was going to say, Coach, that there were some thuds, there were some bodies being, thrown around. You talked about this team's toughness needing to improve earlier in the season. Are they getting there? Is it there yet? And kind of what's your takeaway on how they kind of came out and performed today?
Earlier in the week, it probably wasn't as bad as I thought it was, and today was better, but it's probably not as good as I think it was. We've got to improve that part of it and teach everybody to play that at that speed and with that intensity. And as you said, there was some good physical plays, and that's what I'm hoping to see when these guys go at it. That they're playing good, tough, physical, fair football, and doing their job, their assignments, fundamentals, because that's really what's going to help us win. Thank you. I can.
Hey, Coach. We saw the two quarterbacks. You had a lot of quarterbacks out there on the field today. Luke Langdon, I thought, had some good plays. He hooked up for a nice touchdown pass with Keyshawn Wells, and you had Kelvin Hopkins out there early. What are your thoughts about how the quarterbacks have emerged for going into the season?
They made some good plays, and they got themselves out of some trouble at times. That one that Luke threw the pass to Keyshawn, he's kind of on his back foot getting some pressure, and Keyshawn had gotten turned loose, so he was standing all by himself, and that was fortunate. He just kind of lofted it up there. Really saw some good things out of those young quarterbacks, the freshmen. They made some good plays on their feet, some good throws. I think Kelvin's doing a good job. He's having a good camp. He really is doing a nice job leading the offense, and we've got confidence in him. He doesn't have a lot of experience, but he's been in games. Helped us win a big game against Temple last year, and I think that's helped his confidence. And there's some talented guys, Cam Thomas and Anderson there, kind of hanging around in that top group of guys along with Luke Langdon. So we'll see how it plays out here over the next couple of weeks.
How do you feel about your offensive line? We said you've had to find new players who had some experience, but now you're going to put them into starting roles on both offense and defense. How do you feel the line play is shaping up?
There were some guys that were doing a good job of moving the line and giving our guys some creases to run, and credit the defense. Those guys were knocking them back some and bottling us up. We had some long drives with those 3 and 4 yard runs that we've kind of been accustomed to the last year or two, and really that's probably who we are. And if they can help us get those 2, 3, 4 yard runs, and we're going to take 4 downs to do it, then we're going to be happy with the job that they're doing. We've got to do a better job protecting the passer when we run a play action pass, or it's a situation where we got to throw the ball. We got to do a better job of that, and that's an area we still need to improve on. But I trust our guys are gonna get better.
You mentioned earlier about getting set, starting to get set for the season, getting set for the opener at Duke, finding the players that are going to fill the key roles. Is that something you'll be working on over the next week?
We will. When we split scouts, I think it's really going to help us focus in on our plan for them. And we know they're a talented football team, a very well coached football team, and a team that's going to be extremely hungry to beat us. And so we're just going to hope to have our team prepared the best we can and give it our best shot. And that'll start Monday, and we'll have about 3 weeks to do that.
Absolutely. Coach Monken, great to see you on behalf of everybody at the American Legion and RallyPoint.com. Good to see you today.
Thanks, Ken.